We constantly get the question, why don't I get beat sales? Now, of course, the first thing we always do is listen to the quality of your beats. And then our second step, which is the most important, we try to rap to your beats and see if we can catch a flow like an artist would. Now, I'm just joking. Yes, the quality matters, but the second question that we actually ask you, well, this question is where the issue happens with mainly every single producer. And here's that question that we ask them. How much website traffic have you gotten in the past 30 days? And then what producers tell us is they got 500 amount of plays. But what you need to understand is plays are not the same as website traffic. In fact, there's going to be a large difference between the two for mainly everybody. As if you think about it, one person could have played 70 of your beats on your beat store. So today, we're here to help you solve that issue so that you can start to figure out the reason for your lack of sales. Okay, so the first thing we need to establish is don't get caught up in YouTube views or beat store plays. Just because you have 10,000 monthly YouTube views, it doesn't mean that you have 10,000 monthly website visitors. Trust us. Everybody would be making a lot more money if that statement was true. Just to give you guys some actual insights here with real numbers that we'll come back to later on in this video. So if you guys don't know, we have been working a lot with Matthew May. In August, he had 840,000 YouTube views. And then from Google Analytics, we can see that only 3,400 people came from YouTube. I did the math, that's about a 4% click-through rate. Now that is not a number that's guaranteed for everybody, but that's just to actually show you guys. And like I said, we'll get back more into these analytics later. And I wanna say there isn't an exact percentage here, but once you start tracking it, you'll realize that the difference between YouTube viewers and website viewers is a pretty vast number in most cases. And it's the same exact way for beat store plays, because as we mentioned before, one person can account for multiple plays. Now, going back to the difference between YouTube views and actual website traffic. This is also another reason why you don't just want to use a marketplace subscription for selling beats. The biggest issue is that you can't have a Google Analytics link to it, so you can't track anything that happens on it. And there's also a handful of other reasons why a marketplace subscription just really isn't the best. You know, if you think about it, people can easily go to your marketplace and then get distracted by all the other producers and all the other buttons on the page. So now if you think about it, the amount of website visitors you technically get, you could also be sending them to other producers as well if you're using a marketplace link. And listen, we're all for helping others here, but it's like if you went into a coffee shop that has flyers for all the other coffee shops in the area. At the end of the day, it's just not an optimized process for selling beats online. So here's what you guys need to set up after watching this video and what metrics you then should be paying attention to. Now, for every beat store, you can install Google Analytics to track it, except for one annoying thing. If you have the BeatStars player on a custom website, you cannot track the BeatStars HTML custom player on your custom website, which is honestly just super annoying, and I hope that changes one day. But if you need any help while doing this, please contact the BeatStore support that you use and they should be able to help you do this. Or alternatively, if that doesn't work, you can just join our Discord and ask them there and we can try to help you out as well. So now once you have your Google Analytics set up, here are the metrics that you're gonna look for and pay attention to. All right guys, so we are in Matt's Google Analytics for the past 90 days. So let's get started with 5 metrics that you should be looking at once you guys get your analytics set up and you have some data coming through. Now, of course, as you guys can see, Matt makes a good amount of money selling beats online. This video wouldn't make much sense if I tried to break down somebody's analytics who has 5 users and has made $0. That's just not going to help anybody. But we don't want you to think this video won't apply to you because it does. You need to see this data. Okay, so first off, of course, right, is we have users, which is essentially our traffic. And now we'd say across the board, this is pretty much the same for all businesses, but if you ever see a major dip in your revenue, it's usually because there was a major dip in your traffic. You know, I want you guys to look here, right? There was a little dip here from 17th of July till the 30th of July. I guarantee you, if we look at the revenue, boom, 17th to 30th, right? We had 2 of the lowest weeks in those 90 days pretty much. So now we're gonna go into traffic acquisition. Now, what you guys are seeing right now might look like a mess to you, but let me explain to you why this is so important. So essentially down here, it's showing you the sources of where all your traffic is coming from, right? Organic video, that is YouTube. Organic search, that's Google search. Email, that's email marketing. Now, Matt doesn't really do anything crazy here, but you know, if you were using other marketing platforms, such as maybe Twitter, such as maybe Reddit, maybe you're running Facebook ads, maybe you're running Instagram or Google ads. This is where you're able to see the performance of those as kind of a breakdown in terms of your complete beat selling business. Then if we hop on over to pages and screen under the engagement tab, right, this is where you can see what pages and how long people are spending on each page. And I don't want to go off into too much of a side tangent, but this is why having a custom website is so important, because right, people go to these pages, so why not build these pages out so that way they can actually be helpful for you and help these users convert and get the information that they're looking for, right? So while you think everybody's just going to your homepage and never doing anything else, there's a good amount of people who click around on your website and see what it's all about. So now the next metric I want to get into is demographics, and this is kind of where it's a little bit scary. This is the information you're not going to have from your beat store. It's going to be the users by gender, the users by age, and even the users by interest. So as you guys can see here, almost about 40% of Matt's audience who came to the website are actually female. And then we can also see here, right, the users by age. We can see that 18 to 24 is almost double the 25 to 34. So we can see, right, there is a younger audience for Matt's beats. And then this is where it gets so crazy, dude. Google categorizes people into interests and these groups, and this can be used for advertising, right? Like right here, you have all this data that can be used for advertising if you're collecting it. Now, the interests are definitely a little weird and might seem a little weird to you on how you're going to use them, but you can actually target these exact audiences in Google Ads. And then something awesome related to the whole sales e-commerce side of things that I'm pretty sure is not in any beat store right now is the coupon usage and how much revenue you've generated from coupons. First 15 is a lead magnet coupon for 15% off. And as you guys can see, this thing has made almost $3,000 in the past 90 days. As well as during this time period, we had a 4th of July sale with the coupon July 40. You can see that made almost $2,800 in sales, and that was like 10 days. And so as you guys can tell, right, there's a lot of benefits that you have from installing Google Analytics, but at the end of the day, it's just important to see the traffic and actually know how much traffic you are getting. Because like I said, the views and the plays, they don't really equal something that you can measure to sales. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and there's a free masterclass for you to watch as well if you want to learn more about selling beats online. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.